Hello, my name is Martin Ettenberg. I'm at Princeton Infrared Technologies, and today I'm going to talk about the LineCam12, which is up for a Prism Award for sensors and detectors. The LineCam12 is the only Linescan camera in the shortwave infrared that not only can see in the shortwave infrared, but also in the visible. It goes from 400 nanometers to 1700 nanometers, and it has USB 3 as well as camera link output. It's the lowest noise linear array available in the shortwave infrared market, has single ROIC, so there's no odd-even effects, and there's no wire bonds. It's actually a bump-bonded array, which is unique in this industry. This demonstration here we're showing today is showing the capability of both visible and shortwave infrared. So the imager right now is looking at coffee beans and rocks and twigs, which are all brown in nature. Very hard to tell apart with a visible camera. But in shortwave infrared, it's very easy to tell them apart because the reflectivity in the shortwave infrared band is different for rocks and twigs than it is for coffee beans. In this case, we're looking at in the visible first, and then when we switch to shortwave infrared, you can see the coffee beans actually start to stand out from the rocks and twigs. And this light here, made by Metaphase, actually puts out visible light as well as shortwave infrared. Now, the camera that's filming this can obviously only see the visible light when it's on. When it looks like it's off, actually shortwave infrared light is coming on, and we're illuminating with this Linescan camera. And the motion underneath allows us to actually capture a two-dimensional image. And then we can do image analysis on it. It's a 14-bit imager, works at high frame rates, over 30,000 lines a second, so we can do imaging pretty quickly along a factory line. In addition to our Linescan camera, on the other side of the booth, we have our high-end camera, which is our 1.3 megapixel 1280 by 1024. It's 1280 by 1024 on 12 micron pitch. One of the lowest noise infrared cameras out there, under 45 electrons, and at full frame rates it could do over 93 frames a second at 1280 by 1024. In addition to that, it does visible and shortwave infrared, and when it's cooled to low temperatures, it can go down to -60. You can integrate for over 2.5 minutes for a single integration time. Great for astronomy and biological applications where they're looking for very, very low light level signals. And as you can see, it gives a very pretty image. Actually in the booth right now, you can see our photographer. He really doesn't have blonde hair that blonde, but in the shortwave infrared, hair is very reflective white. His bow tie also goes away because we're only seeing the shortwave infrared signature from it as well. So there's a lot of interesting signatures you can see in the shortwave infrared, and we're always looking at new applications. So half the time somebody has to just come along and say, can I see it in the shortwave infrared? And we'll say, I don't know, send us your sample, we'll take a look at it. And we're always looking for new applications. So again, Martin Ettenberg, Princeton Infrared Technologies, thank you very much and have a good day.